All right. You fucked me up, man.
Yeah, I know.
Skål to Johnny.
Cheers. Yeah, to Johnny. Johnny Bond.
All right. Just had a swig of beer. It's going great. Welcome back to another episode of the Play It Up podcast. I am here with the man, the legend, the sheriff, Michael Trier of the Shed fame from Denmark. And I really hope I said your name correctly. Michael Trier.
Yeah, that's fine.
How would you say it in Danish?
I'm not going to tell you.
Motherfucker. Well, this is going great.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not answering
rough start.
any of your questions.
Yeah. No, you said it fine.
Oh, okay. The English way. I think it was like it's kind of like Mikael.
Mikael.
Mikael. Ah, okay. That sounds better than how the Germans say it. It's Mikael in German.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael. Let's start with maybe. Generally, we kind of get people's history with video games. And I'm a little bit suspicious because I didn't see you play any video games when I was at the Shed for the weekend.
I was busy.
That's true. You do a good job of facilitating. But I am curious as to like what your history was with video games growing up. And then people who are wondering and don't really know what the Shed is yet, you will find out soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah. My history with video games, I didn't play any arcade games back in the day.
Okay.
I started with a Commodore Amiga 500.
Ooh, that's actually the first person I think that started with something like that we've talked to.
I had a couple of friends that had Commodore 64s and Amstrad CPCs or whatever they were called. I can't remember. But I clearly remember my parents didn't want a computer in the home because that sucked. But
it's bad for your brain, right?
Yeah. But eventually I got one, and played that a lot. Listened to a lot of music, a lot of demos.
Yeah, demos, like games.
No, actually not.
Like demo music, or
no, actually, people who what do you call it? Exploited or used the hardware to its maximum capacity or something like that. There was a lot of demo groups in Europe. A lot of good ones was Sanity. I think they were from Germany.
Okay.
But there's still a bunch of demo groups. If you're into that, you can go on something called Puet.net. It's a French site. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the latest demos for PCs, and actually they still make demos for Commodore 64s and Amigas and Amstrads and Game Boys, and yeah.
Wow. So they're still like getting the most out of the hardware with new sort of techniques. Yeah. I think that's so cool, man.
That's
wow.
Awesome.
It's crazy because now our smartphones can do like a million times more things than a Amstrad or a Game Boy can do, but it's not the same. If you're getting the most out of old technology, that's the cool part.
The icon on your smartphone is bigger than the screen was on Amiga 500.
Yeah.
Pixel. I can't remember. The pixels was like 320 times 256 or something like that. That was just tiny.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Right. So the Amstrad 500, you said, yeah?
No, I said the Amiga 500.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not adept at these like old computers. I need to get into them a bit more.
Yeah. And then I encountered at a local candy shop.
Yep.
I saw this beautiful game, and it was, of course, Bubble Bubble, or how you pronounce it.
Bubble Bubble.
And it was just, it looked amazing. And then I got it for the Amiga, I think 2 years later, I think.
Oh, wow.
As a bootleg.
I didn't hear that.
No.
As a gift from a friend. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, cool. Gotcha. Nice. And was it like 2 years later that it came out, or was it just that it took that long?
I don't know.
Right.
At some point, it just turned up with a friend.
Yeah. In a nicely wrapped package. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you played the heck out of that.
Yeah, and a lot of other games. I can't remember any of them really. Right. Some of them can still, but yeah.
And how old were you around that time?
That was in 90. So I was like 15.
Okay, cool. So you were born in 75?
Yes.
Not to, if that's okay for me to say.
I don't care.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I still do the same stuff I was doing when I was 12, playing video games and drinking beer.
Having fun. Oh, you did that? It was, whoa, early drinker.
Ginger beer. No.
Boy, no.
All right. So around 1990, and then did you
then
keep going after that?
I went to buy a PC and started playing Counter-Strike and StarCraft, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Still play. And then there was nothing much to it. But then I lived in Copenhagen at one point, and I had a friend living there, and I visited him sometime, and he had this old combo game with a lot of PCBs, and I was like, don't bother.
Oh,
don't bother. It was, I don't know, but
like it was too like, it's like, well, what's the point? Kind of.
Yeah. No, I didn't even care to ask him or anything. He had a couple of PCBs. I think he had a Bubble Bubble bootleg, but it didn't work, so we didn't play it, and I forgot about it. And fast forward 2007, 8.
Yeah.
7, King of Kong.
Yeah, it was around 2007, I believe.
Yeah.
That legendary comedy movie that we all know and love.
I bought my house in 2004, and there was this old shed with bicycles and a lot of crap in it, and I immediately, it's just a pile of junk basically. So I immediately knew what I was going to do. So I tore it down and built the shed and filled it with arcade games.
Oh, so you had the house at 2004, the same house you're in now, and then 2007 came with the King of Kong.
Yeah.
And you were like, finally, something good I can do with this shed.
Yes.
Oh man. And then what was your first machine? Was it a Donkey Kong?
No. I found a Danish forum, and I asked, I wrote, hello, my name is Michael. I would like to buy a Donkey Kong. Nintendo Donkey Kong. Okay. And they said, good luck finding that, basically. I was like, So then I started, I didn't know anybody. So the first guy I got to know was from Ribe in Jutland. And he sold me two combo games. Just a generic piece of plywood made in a Danish factory. Okay. And what the fuck was that? I think it was a Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh, nice.
With Tekken 2 in it, if I'm remember correctly.
Oh,
And
that's fucked up.
And my outrun, yeah, and my outrun. That was the first game I got.
What is it? The hard drum?
Sorry,
What was it? The
second one?
yeah.
Outrun.
Outrun. Sorry, I thought you said hard run.
No.
Outrun. Ah, yeah, dude, that thing is awesome. I was hearing it so much when I was playing
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, it's very loud.
Yeah, really cool though. Like the music that was coming out of it, and just how crisp that thing looks, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So the Outrun was your first dedicated cab then that actually had the game it was supposed to, unlike the.
Yeah, but it didn't work. So I ended up
sounds
buying
like arcades.
Yeah, it was not. It was not just a fuse. No, so I ended up buying another PCB on Claw, I think it was.
Okay, that a Danish website.
No. KLOV.
Not sure.
How do you? What
is it for? Buying arcade PCBs or?
KLOV, Killer List of Video Games. That's a forum on that.
Oh man.
Claw forum. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, okay.
I didn't know. Okay, that's good to know, and also for listeners if they don't know it. Killer List of Video Games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the Killer List of Video Games, you can look up almost every arcade game that's made, and there's either, not all of them have anything on it, but some of them doesn't have a single picture or a marquee or anything, but a lot of them have how you can see how the cap looked and how the side art looked and the PCB and stuff like that.
So it's like a really good reference if you want to build or rebuild a cab.
No, there wasn't any measurements, but
okay.
If you were after something, you knew how it was supposed to look.
Okay, so a good guide when you're buying like secondhand, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, very cool. And then you've got the Outrun up and running.
Yeah, it's on its third PCB now.
Oh man.
No, because it was so damn loud. There's this huge fan on the other side between the PCB and the back. There's a huge fan, and it was noisy as hell. So I unplugged it.
Okay.
That was stupid.
The fan was there for a reason. Okay.
Yes.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
And then, so what's the current setup running in that Outrun? It has the fan on, but you've fixed it so it's not so loud.
No, it's loud, but when every game's in the shed is running and the music is pumping, you can't hear a thing. You know that.
And everyone's pissed drunk. Yeah, no one hears anything.
Yes. No.
Perfect. Very cool. So, what year then did you have your first dedicated cab with the proper PCB in it running?
Late 2008, I think. No, not even. No. I started collecting February 2008, so it must have been a couple of months later.
Right. And were you aware
actually?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry?
No, you go.
Actually, the first PCB I bought, that's not true.
Man, that's a long time
ago. I just remember. I bought this combo game, and there were 4 PCBs with it, but none of them were. It was like a bundle. So, but none of them were originals. So the first game I bought after that was a dedicated Bubble, of course.
Oh yeah. Because
it still works. Game. Yeah, and it still works.
So you really have a connection to Bubble.
Yeah.
From seeing it at the candy shop to getting it on the Amiga.
Yeah.
And then to having your own bootleg PCB.
No.
That was a real.
It was the original.
Oh,
It was not a book.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Very nice.
Whoa. Hell yeah. That's nice. I like. Bubble.
Very nice.
How much? Oh man.
How much? It was cheap.
Oh,
It was $200.
that is cheap, right? Like for PCBs.
But it was back in 2008.
Right. And to give us an idea, like what are prices like now compared to then? Triple, quadruple?
No, not triple. I think you can buy an original Bubble Bobble PCB for $500. Yeah, $500, $600.
Wow. So that's gone up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Video game prices in general these days are kind of crazy. And for something that's disappearing, kind of like PCBs getting older, and there's not that many of them for some of them. Yeah, wow. What was the scene like in 2008 and 2009 when you first got into it? Were you aware of any arcades around in Denmark or Europe? Were there people talking? Or did you have friends into it?
I didn't know anybody.
Okay. So you had no friends?
And not arcade friends. No.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't know anybody. So it was a bit, I think, when there's a lot of newcomers that is in the game for like a year and a half maybe, and then you just disappear. So I think that happened and still happens a lot. So
yeah,
people were like, don't really bother answering your questions, and you have to figure that one out for yourself, and etc. etc. So, but eventually I got to know a lot of people actually. So,
wow.
and now 12 years later, 13 years later, almost 14 years later, before the forums on Facebook, you just had to ask on the forums, and you would immediately have a clue to go after if you were searching for something.
Right. Yeah, because the people that are on there are passionate.
Yeah.
Like if I know anything about video games, for people that are really into it, like they fucking breathe. They breathe that shit, you know, live and breathe.
Also, people would like to know you before they sell something to you, because a lot of people buy stuff just to flip it.
Right.
And
yeah,
if you like that kind of, yeah. So
that's I understand that with like buying a big lot of things that someone's just like, I just want to get rid of everything. Okay, buy it all, keep what you want, and sell the stuff you don't, preferably to people who really want it or friends or whatever. But yeah, buying stuff specifically just to make more money out of it, kind of inflate the price. That's kind of it's not that good for the hobby, for the people that really care.
Definitely not.
Like that video recently about people doing that kind of thing. The video game market with the graded games.
Also by Carl Jobst.
Yeah, great man. Everyone out there should watch Carl Jobst or Jobst's videos on YouTube. And he kind of recently revealed or exposed the ridiculous vintage retro video game market. I mean, there's no copy of Super Mario Brothers that's worth anything close to $2 million, unless it was the first copy that Miyamoto ever touched with his own hands or something. Even then, no one cares that much.
Prototype, maybe,
yeah, maybe I could then believe it. But like any other copy, sealed, whatever, $2 million, no. Ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, watch Carl Jobst on YouTube, guys. He's a good bloke. He's an absolute legend.
Oh yes, definitely.
So you kind of got to know people just by buying and sort of selling or getting into the hobby.
Then I started posting pictures on this Danish forum.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was, I can't remember, Thomas, who's not among us anymore, he approached or contacted me and said, can you, I think it was actually him that invented the term open chat.
Ah,
Yeah.
legend.
Can you, yeah, he was a legend. Can you take a day out of your calendar so we can come visit you? And Thomas and Jacob, you met Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Daniel. Yeah, Jacob was here.
People have different nicknames and stuff, and I met so many people that it's hard to remember everyone.
He was the bald guy with the glasses.
Oh, I know him as Spring Jacob. Yeah. That's how I remember him, because of his trading card or his name on somewhere.
Okay.
The Metal Slug legend.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be interviewing him too. I already asked him on Facebook.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Jacob, Thomas, and a guy called Daniel. They were the first ones here, and they came on a Saturday at 2 or 3 o'clock and left again. Drove home the same day because there was no beer. We were just talking and playing games.
Wow,
and we still are doing that.
What? No beer? Yeah. Okay. Maybe beer means something different in Danish, but
no.
So that was the first open shed, and that was
the first one.
What year was that?
2010.
Okay, wow. So there's already been the 10th anniversary. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And that was the beginning of like something beautiful and legendary amongst the retro like arcade gaming community. So what happened with the next shed then? Did that kind of spark something in your mind to be like, hey, like this could be a real thing that happens every so often? Or
the first one there, or
like after they left, or did you then sort of think?
They asked if I would do another one, and of course I wanted to do another one, and then it eventually just became a whole weekend. I can't remember how long time that took, but I think this second open shed was a weekend. And I remember I made a Facebook group, and I invited people to come to Open Shed 5. And I think there were like 24 people here.
Wow.
Insane, yeah.
Jeez,
it got a bit out of hand.
That's a good amount. 24. How many were at the one recently that stayed there?
There were a lot too. I think it were like maybe 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, and that felt like a decent amount already. So 24
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That was fun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's getting along and nice, then the more the merrier almost.
Yeah, definitely. Also, it's a bit fun to see the old open sheds versus the new open sheds. I got pictures from, I think it was Open Shed 9 or 10 or 11. A lot of people playing the games.
Aha.
And fast forward to Open Shed 25, a lot of people hanging in the bar.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Was the bar always in there from the beginning, or did that come at a
I
certain
put the bar
point?
in there from the beginning, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because I guess once you get to know people and you become friends, you actually want to hang out more than you play the games. Yeah. True. So when I was there, I was like, I want to get a kill screen at the shed. Didn't end up happening, but I wanted to play the games because I hadn't played an arcade machine for almost a year since I moved to Germany. So, man, you have to know, like, for me, that was like the second time I ever walked into somewhere like Netherworld, where I was just like, holy shit, this is heaven. It really meant so much to me to come there, and I really appreciated it.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's nice having you.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you you fit it right in. Everybody who comes here is easy to talk to. There's no hocus pocus or anything.
Yeah, no one. There was no bullshit. It was just like we all like beer, we all like games, and hot dogs.
Oh yeah, you like the hot dogs? Oh man, I was full.
Man, if anyone goes to Denmark, have a French hot dog and then whatever other hot dogs they're offering, and you're gonna fucking have a good time.
Yeah.
Wow. Freaking delicious.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
But I did notice that there were some people like Kim Kanonarm. He talks a little bit, hangs out a bit, but plays a lot. He's just a gamer. He is exactly like what I thought he would be like. He's awesome.
When often I think it's every freaking time Kim is here. Friday he has a couple of Canon colas. That's whiskey coke basically, and he drinks those, and then he just play games. Yeah, he's the last one to he usually shuts down the machines at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And I'm up at 8 o'clock going after breakfast.
Yeah.
And I always started always clean the kitchen, and then I clean the bar, and he's always sleeping in the shed, so he never gets any sleep because it's fucking noisy.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that.
He keeps coming back.
He must like it, man. It's like, I guess it's like sacrificing what he has to play games all weekend on free play.
Oh yeah. Everything is free play. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man. Yeah, it was cool to see that process where it's sort of like Kim stays up late and shuts down the machines. You still stay up late, but you also get up early to go to get the breakfast. And man, it was just a treat. Like, it's so well organized for people to just hang out and play games. Like, I felt like I didn't have to worry about anything the whole weekend except drinking beer and playing games. And it was like I felt like an adult baby, you know. Everything's done for me.
on the top 3 shits I have ever had, this one where you were, it was definitely in top 3 because of the 1cc event, and
that was such
it's just came great together. I don't know.
It was really cool, and there was a few, 2 or 3 first timers. It was me and the other English fella. He hadn't been.
Oh yeah, Les. Oh sorry.
Yeah, Les.
Was another great guy.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, and then all the usual suspects.
The regulars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was super cool, man. I as soon as I left, I just was thinking about the next time that I can come. And
it was tough for you guys to get up early on Monday morning.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely not, man. If I had the choice, I would have stayed there like another week. I just can't get enough of that stuff, man. Okay, I've got a couple questions here.
Yeah, but I just want to say for the record before we start with all the questioning, just for the record, the shit on itself is just a bunch of old video games collecting dust. It's the people who comes here that makes it worth opening up and having a blast. Of course, I go there once in a while playing the games, but there's nothing like to be there when other people are playing games because of all the sounds and the atmosphere and something like that. So I walk through the shed every time I need to go in the garden.
Right.
And how many times do I play the games? A handful of times in a month.
Yeah. It's more just the community, the people that make it so special.
It breathes when there's an open chat.
Oh, it does. It's yeah, man. It felt like that it gets played every day, the way that it feels, you know, because there's people there. It's like it felt like that it was alive.
The guys coming here, they adjust in a millisecond, and then there's just full on game or full on drink or full on, I don't know.
Yeah. 0 to 100, full on whatever you want to do. That's legal and good for the soul.
You can do something illegally. I don't care, as long as you're not robbing me.
Okay, perfect. I'll remember that for next time.
Yeah.
So you haven't figured out what I robbed then? Okay, that's good.
Not yet. Have you robbed anything?
I took a roll of toilet paper. Ha ha!
Oh, that you're allowed to do.
Oh, okay, cool.
Actually, I'm missing my Play Choice 10 Castlevania PCB. Have you? No, that was before you got here.
Oh.
Can't find it.
Or was it? Is it really? It's just disappeared.
I can't find it. Must be out there somewhere, but yeah, I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. It's got to be. I can't imagine anyone taking it. Yeah, but that kind of answered my question actually, which was why do you do it? Like, why do you open your house to all these weird gamers like myself? And but basically because
I have my own company and I got a busy schedule every day almost, so I really relax when people are here playing the games.
It kind of stuff I like. Forces you to be immersed in where you are in the shed.
No, it doesn't force me to do it. I'm just relaxing, talking to people, drinking beer and having a game of whatever.
Yeah.
Having a chat, having a good time.
Yeah, I get that. I kind of forgot about my job and everything while I was at the shed. I was just in the video game world. It was awesome.
Yeah.
What would you say is some of your favorite machines, and was there some interesting stories on how you got some of them as well?
I got a lot of stories.
Yeah, I'm sure it's impossible to get through everything, but
no, I'll be quick. Like I stated, I wanted a Donkey Kong machine, and there was nowhere to get one. But if you imported one, that was one way to do it. So there was a guy on Dragon Slayer forum. That's a Belgium forum, I think.
Okay.
Who arranged shipping in a container from the US.
Okay.
And I bought, what was it? Donkey Kong 3, I think. That's Donkey Kong out there now. I just need another control panel. I already have it, but it works fine now, so I don't bother switching it out. But and the Super Mario Bros. and Mario Bros. I bought that in one go. And also, I think it was maybe a year later, I bought Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Galaga, whatever you like to call it.
I say
that
Galaga.
Was also from, Galaga. That was also from the States. And I got my red Neo Geo from a guy called Günther in Germany. I can't remember how we find him. How we found him, but it turned out he was on an American base as some military dude, and he was going back to Germany. And while he lived in the US, he collected arcade machines. So they just got packed up and shipped for free in this huge container. So I bought Asteroids Deluxe, Neo Geo, 2-slot Neo Geo 4-slot, and Play Choice T off of him.
Man, that is so cool. And it was free shipping, kind of, because he had to
exactly
brought back. The military paid for it.
I remember negotiating. I knew another guy in Germany. We negotiated, or tried to negotiate with him. He had a lot of custom German built cabinets, and we only wanted the dedicated ones. But he I can't remember. He wanted too much money for it, so the deal kind of went through. And one day I just decided to jump in the car and bring some euros and drove down to him basically and said, I would like to buy that.
Oh,
he
wow.
Said, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was in Germany. Yeah,
that was in Germany. Also, 3 hours from here, one way.
Okay, man. And how many did you get from him, or what did you get from him?
Yeah, I got those 4. The 2-slot Neo Geo and the 4-slot Neo Geo, the Play Choice 10 and Asteroids Deluxe.
Okay, right, man. That's a good haul.
Yeah,
in one go.
No, actually, it was in 2 goes because I couldn't fill all 4 games in there.
So you drove 6 hours twice, like 3 hours there and back.
Yeah, but it was like in a period of 2 or 3 months, I think. Can't remember.
Okay.
I can tell you the exact date because I have a spreadsheet of everything I ever bought. I'm that nerd.
That's where Johnny gets it from, I guess. He has spreadsheets of his scores and other people's scores. Yeah. And it's great to look back on, though. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, sometimes, where the hell did I put that game? Oh, it's in storage. That's why it's not here.
Because you have it on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, you need to when you have a collection.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's super nice. So that's, what would you say is your like absolute favorite machine of the ones you have?
I think it's my Daytona, because when I was your age, or maybe a little younger, when we were going into town and having a beer and having a play of pool or 8-ball or whatever, there was this Daytona machine, and it cost 10 Danish kroners for easy, beginner, or expert. You choose. So I was like, at one point I said, I want a Daytona. I just want a Daytona. Oh. So the opportunity presented itself, and then I drove to Aalborg to collect my Daytona.
Oh, awesome! That's in Denmark.
Yeah, that's 2.5 hours one way with it. Maybe 3 hours one way with a trailer.
Okay, man, that's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
For a Daytona, man. That thing takes up like some considerable room in the shed too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Actually, just before you got here, I had bought a Time Crisis 3, the huge one, the huge one.
Oh man!
But yeah, it was here for like half a year. And
that's a big one, man.
Yeah,
those Time Crisis machines. I love Time Crisis. I love like light gun games.
Yeah,
super fun.
Oh, it was too big for my little shed.
Yeah. That's kind of like one game where maybe 3 smaller games could fit almost, right? 4.
Yeah.
It took up 4 slots. Oh yes. Man. Jeez, you'd have to freaking love it.
If you can remember the layout, it took out the spot from just behind the Crazy Taxi and all the way to Ice Cold Beer. I think I was one machine next to it. So
I remember the layout, man. That's a lot. Wow.
Yeah, that's a fucking lot.
Oh my god, that's a whole wall almost in that back section of the shed.
Yeah.
Woo-wee. That's fucking awesome. Oh man,
it was fun while it lasted. It was fun.
Yeah, but it's also a game that I don't know if it has like as much of a following as some of the other ones. You like because in its place now, there's a Neo Geo, there's Puzzle Bobble, and all the other, Metal Slug, all those games.
But I must say there was a fierce competition between Jacob Spring and I can't remember. Yeah, and Jesper Oland. I don't know if you talked to him. He was here last time. They just they were just going all out to be number one before the shit ended.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah, I definitely spoke with everyone that was there. So some of the names are unusual for me, so it's hard to remember them.
Yeah.
That was such a damn good time. I have a question of why do you think there's so many like amazing retro gamers in Denmark, or does it just seem like there's so many because of the sheds, the open sheds?
No, it's not because of the open sheds. But again, Denmark is a small country, and if you look at football, if you look at handball, if you look at all the big sports, we are pretty good at games.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't we be good at arcade games?
True.
You know all the legendary, all the old legends. Preben Elkjær, do you know him? No. Preben Elkjær, Michael Laudrup, they were really, really, really good football players.
Okay.
I can't remember if one of them was the best in the world in 1 year. Or I can't remember, but they were really, really good. And yeah, some of got best esport. I can't remember what the name is. I can't remember.
Okay.
I know Kasper Witt is a mental coach for them. He's a great Danish handball goalie, I think he was.
Oh, right.
Astralis, do you know what Astralis is?
No.
Counter-Strike, something. They are pretty good at it.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
And they're from Denmark.
They're from Denmark. But generally, I think we are pretty good at competing.
It's in the blood.
Yeah, basically, yeah. We were pretty good at competing and conquer worlds like 1,000 years ago. So
maybe that's what it is, right?
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah, it's there's Viking sort of history there, right? My history is terrible, but if there's Vikings in your blood, then there's a good chance you're going to be pretty like fiery and competitive and just sort of take what you want. Hey guys, Shaun here. Thanks to everyone who tunes into the Play It Up podcast. We really love doing this podcast and really appreciate everyone who listens. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram by searching for Play It Up Podcast. You can find the full video podcast on YouTube, and you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, Anchor, and more. If you want to ask us a question, you can do so on Anchor, and your question will be featured on the podcast. If you like what we do, please remember to like, review, comment, follow or subscribe, and please recommend us to your friends. Thanks guys, and enjoy the episode. So, would you say that in a way, Billy Mitchell is responsible for the open
Oh my
sheds?
God, here we go. All right, hit me.
Because so he took part in the King of Kong, right? Willingly. I don't know how much responsibility he had in actually it coming to be a thing in the world that was released. A documentary, some might call it. But that kind of spurred you on to get your first arcade machines. Do you think that ever would have happened if it wasn't for the King of Kong documentary?
Probably not.
I wonder if another documentary or something would have come along. You just can't know, right?
No, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. the thing is, the King of Kong got huge.
Yeah.
And the documentaries after that barely reached like 10% or whatever.
Yeah. It
So
almost
if
got
it
like
hadn't-
mainstream.
if-
Like it was pretty mainstream.
Yeah, if I don't know, maybe I started collecting stamps or something like that. King of Stamps.
Imagine if you had an open shed and it was just stamp
Open
collecting.
stamps.
No one can drink. You will spill your beer on the
No.
stamps. Water only outside. That sounds a lot less fun.
I can't even remember how I found out the King of Kong existed. That's a good question.
I remember
I can't
hearing
remember.
about it from a mate and who I played basketball with, I think, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." I was always into video games, but not necessarily
Yes.
arcade. And then I watched it,
And I didn't know Johnny at the time because Johnny knows freaking everything.
Man,
He got the finger right here.
yeah, right on the pulse. Yeah, he's onto it.
And I didn't know him at that time, so I seriously I can't remember. Oh
Well,
yeah, now I remember. I think one of my friends who also got an Amiga told me about this movie. Actually, now I'm come to think about it. So yeah,
Okay.
there's no parallel universe where I wouldn't know of King of Kong.
Okay.
And our good friend Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to say you have Billy Mitchell. I think you could just choose Steve Wiebe, Team Steve, and say he's to thank for all the sheds. And yeah, I don't know, man.
To be honest, everybody who saw the documentary who didn't know who Steve Wiebe or Billy Mitchell was, I think 99.99999% could agree on that Billy Mitchell was a douche.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there's a reason why people are good at playing douche. That's because they are fucking douchebags.
That is also true. I concur, good sir. There's some reality to playing that character if you're that good at it.
Yeah, true.
Oh boy. Let's talk about something less.
Yeah, let's go down another road, please.
I'm gonna have to consult my lawyers whether or not I can put that in the podcast. Yeah. Jeez, man, I have no money for anyone to take, so I don't want to get sued. I do. Oh, my girlfriend's a lawyer.
But the thing is,
bring it on. Bring it on.
The thing is, I remember, I think I told you when you were here, you were on Billy Mitchell's Pac-Man stream, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was playing Donkey Kong, yeah. When I asked you, can I ask a question?
He was playing Pac-Man. And I was playing Donkey Kong.
No, he was playing Donkey Kong, I think.
Was he?
And there was, I think he was playing. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I asked, can I use your phone because I cannot post anything in the chat from my account. And I started scrolling up to see what they were talking about, and they were talking about who made the first perfect Pac-Man.
Right.
And I wrote, and someone wrote something, and I can't. It was Billy Mitchell. It did the first perfect Pac-Man. But I wrote Bill Bastardly. Fuck you, virus threat and protection.
Oh, I don't want to edit that out. That was too funny.
No, okay. And I wrote, actually, Bill Bastardly did the first perfect Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, 5 seconds later, you were banned from the chat.
Yeah. Which I didn't care.
That's the way he handles things. he just silenced people before they can explain themselves.
Yeah, in the chat.
And that's why there's a lot of brown noses who don't understand anything what's going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, people have tunnel vision, man.
No.
I don't know everything about it.
Tunnel like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And a brown nose.
Very true. Tunnel nose and tunnel vision. Yeah, it's if you don't have anything to hide or you don't have to worry, if you didn't do anything wrong, you don't have to ban people who say you weren't the first perfect Pac-Man. Or it's not like you didn't say anything like he's a cheater or even anything like that. You just said this was based on the historical documents that are available, if you want to look for them, Bill Bastable was the first perfect Pac-Man player.
Yeah.
So you were just stating a fact. Yeah. Banned. I mean, he's trying to do the same thing in real life. Anyone that makes a video like Carl Jobst or anyone that does anything that's publicly speaking out against him, I'm going to sue you.
Sue them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way to be. And
poor guy.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Let's see if we get sued after this. Could be fun.
Oh yeah, it will be interesting.
Oh God. I'll be like, Michelle, I know you haven't fully finished studying your law degree yet, but you've got your first case and it's me.
Oh, she's studying law.
She is.
Oh, yeah. Wait, let's talk about Bill Mitchell.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be what I don't know, man. I'm not sure if we let loose if it's
No. That would be,
we have better and more important things to spend our time on than something or someone like that.
No. Poking that sore eye, that's what we do.
Yeah. All day.
Yeah.
So I guess there's so many amazing retro gamers in Denmark just because it's in the blood. You guys are Vikings. That's all there is to it.
I don't know if...
And there's the community. So it breeds. Like for me, I got way better at video games and especially retro ones since I found like-minded people who love it.
Yeah.
In Brisbane, Australia, like at Netherworld, and it just made me want to collect more, share it more with those people, like compete with them for scores, but not just in a fun and friendly way, and give each other shit or whatever. But it just made me love it more.
Actually, when you say compete for scores, I think that was also when I did the first scoreboard here. People were like, what's the score on Defender?
Yeah.
25,000 something. Oh, I can easily beat that. And 5 minutes later, I fucking hate that game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I can relate. Oh my God. Yeah. Defender's fucking hard. I have barely played that game. I know that shit is not easy.
No. Actually, the scores that's out there now is not the right one, because there was a guy last time who actually had it, who thought I was walking around and writing all the scores down before I turned off the games. So he made like 42,000. That's insane. Yeah.
He thought you were that organized. That's his fault.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Not at the end of the night when you've had like,
when I'm fucking hammered, I'm just going to bed.
Yeah, you've had 6 hot dogs and 20 beers.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious, actually. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the competitive scores were definitely like a big part of the show. And I mean, like the scoreboard that I saw when I was there was fantastic. Just like the marquee artwork above every line of scores where it's like the top score. You have the top 3, is that right? Per game?
No.
Just the top.
There's the marquee, and I think I can't remember. Under the marquee, there's the shed high score, I think, and then there's compared to Galloping Ghost and compared to Twin Galaxies.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah,
Ah.
and if you click on the score, you can see every score that is in that game. So you can see first, second, 8, whatever place. I had a friend designing that. That's pretty cool.
That really tickles my nerd pickle, man. That is awesome. Is there a link to that somewhere, or?
No, it's running on a it's running on a database on my computer, unfortunately.
Okay.
He said we can make it public, but then we need to then he need to build in some kind of security because
it's
everybody
giving access
can just,
to your computer, right?
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see what's on there. Oh, who knows?
But when it's running here, and you can log on to my Wi-Fi in the shed, you can actually type in your own scores on your phone. You can just scroll through the admin and find the. Yeah, I need to teach people to do that because then they don't need to get a hold of me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that shows a lot of trust as well. Or do you have to then verify it before it?
No, because people that comes here aren't phonies.
No,
they care about their scores.
Oh yeah.
So I will. Why would you brag about something you never did?
Yeah, maybe we should ask a certain certain silly bitchel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you can't do something and then you want to brag about it, it's because you need to have some attention and validation that you don't deserve.
Yeah, but yeah.
Man, that's super cool. Next time I'm there, I'm gonna find a score that I can actually beat, because hopefully by then I'll have a kill screen and I don't have to just play fucking Donkey Kong the whole weekend. Oh god.
Oh, it was close. You got like 605, didn't you?
606, something like that. And recently I had 635, and I have had 500k. I'm getting close like all the time, but not
it's
all
just
the time.
a matter of time now.
Yeah. The last two big games I had, like the 635, I was getting nervous, and I had one man left after 600k. Like two men in the, like one in the bank, so I could die once and keep going. And then I just like got distracted by the chat, which was fucking inexcusable. And then I just like made a silly mistake, and I was like, I felt it. I was like, this is the one. I'll get there. Anyway, this is not about me.
But I think it was like 3 earlier this year. Kim was playing Donkey Kong. He'd never got a kill screen. He has got a kill screen now on a machine in Copenhagen, but that's running a 60-1 something. So that
the beep bar
count. Yeah.
It doesn't count, you reckon? Interesting.
No, it's 16-1. It's not on the real deal.
So it doesn't count as an arcade score, but do you still think it plays the same or not really? I'm curious about that too. I just don't know.
It definitely not had the right sounds.
Okay.
So, and it's still emulated.
Right. So in your eyes, do you think, definitely not the same, but do you still think it counts as because I'm playing MAME, I don't really have an option.
If you you need to separate them.
I agree.
If there's a lot of good players playing MAME. Thomas Bauer from Germany is fucking good Donkey Kong player.
All right.
Kick 666. I don't know if you know him.
Oh, I do know him. Yeah. Oh, he's German.
Yeah, he is. He's really. I think he has 1.1 3.7 something score.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. It's in MAME. It's a good score in MAME. Then you have the 16-1. That's a good score in 16-1. If you make a kill screen in 16-1, you've made a kill screen in 16-1.
Right.
But it's not MAME, and it's not the real deal. Oh, sorry. This.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. No.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Maybe from someone outside, maybe I can't even tell them apart because I'm not experienced enough. And they say the MAME plays exactly as the PCB, but I don't know.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I used to think that I got better. It felt better to play on an arcade machine, and that's where
It's this whole control scheme, and you use your arrow buttons and space for jump, and it's not the same.
No, yeah, I have a USB joystick, but it still doesn't. It feels way different to the arcade machine.
Yeah,
because the controls definitely, like the controls I use, I feel are actually slightly easier. The button's a bit easier to press, so over an hour and a half, that makes a difference. The joystick is smoother to get from down to right or right to up, whatever, change directions. That makes a difference over an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I feel like it is a bit easier on, it's still fucking hard, but it's still a bit easier than, you know, on using MAME or maybe a cabinet of your choice with a 60-in-1 than it is to the real deal arcade, in my experience. So I do think that it maybe for something that's so difficult and takes so much like precision, there should be different global leaderboards. And I agree with that would make sense.
There are.
Oh yeah, right. There are they? Okay. Oh, you mean on Twin Galaxies? Yeah. I kind of wrote that off in a way because of how it's like adjudicated. You get 10 of your mates to quickly like vote yes on something, and then you have the world record.
But you only have the world record so long until someone finds there's something wrong with it.
Right,
and then dispute it.
Right, okay. Yeah, so there is a really good
I think
process.
They made everybody a judge. And that's also why I don't want to.
This is a rabbit hole, man. This is a rabbit hole. But I do agree with that way of doing things, splitting it up. Like I use Donkey Kong Forum. I don't necessarily think that Twin Galaxies does everything the right way, and I don't necessarily think that they do everything the right way at Donkey Kong Forum. But I also, I don't know, I like using the forum to get my stats, to see where I'm at. And with Twin Galaxies, I just stopped using it because it was so hard for me to upload a fucking video. But maybe that's because the internet in Australia is so shit.
No,
I need to try.
No, that's because the website of Twin Galaxies overseas, at least. I don't know how it is in the US, but here it's take ages to load to load a site, and it's just not very well written.
No, yeah, it could be better. We don't have a perfect system.
But when I record scores here and upload them, they usually when we did Kim's marathon, I recorded on my PC, and it was like almost 40 gigabytes.
Oh my god!
Of video, and they only take chunks up till 5 gigabytes.
Oh,
so I had to split the video. In how many chunks are there? There are like 9 chunks. Yeah, and also I recorded with my phone when you see he was playing and down to the PCB and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, when we have a really fast internet connection at the company, and it could upload with, I think, 4 or 5 megabytes a second, so it was pretty quick.
That's fast.
Yeah, that is fast. Yeah, But the funny thing is, when Kim's record was adjudicated, it didn't take. He was playing for X amount of hours, but it only took this amount of hours to adjudicate.
Right. So you know that no one watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, who would? Who would watch it for?
I don't know. Robert Murchak, perhaps.
He would. He would watch it for 100 hours. Yeah, he would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Who would? Yeah. I mean, but it's also like, okay, you watch parts of it. Is this guy legit? What's his history kind of thing? Like, there's a lot of things that come into it.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows Kim, he's 100% legit. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you would know.
Oh yeah, man, it was an honor. It was an honor to meet you. You were like a mythical person to me, man.
Why is that?
Even more than Kim, by the way.
Why is that? I'm fresh and blood and a little bit of bone.
Are you sure? Like, because Kim has now been immortalized in the trailer and everything. You're in the trailer too. I'm assuming. I can't remember exactly.
No, I can't remember either.
But the trailer for the documentary, which we're going to talk about, which is Kim Kanonarm and the Arcade Quest in English.
Yeah.
What's it in? What is it in Danish? How do you say that? I have no idea. You got the light. That looks awesome.
Kim Kanonarm og Rejsen mod Verdensrekorden.
Kim Kanonarm. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say the rest. Og Rejsen mod Verdensrekorden. Close, right?
Yeah, that was close. Yeah. And I like that. Don't try this alone.
I love that, man. Don't try this alone.
Yeah.
Should be able to see that there. Or maybe just.
Yeah.
That to me was perfect because it really like encapsulates what that documentary was about. Like, it was not. It's one person playing the game, but that is not even half the battle almost. Like, that's.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was some fun days. Let me just say.
Yeah, like let's get into that if you don't mind.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know Mads, who did the documentary. I never met him, and I knew they were doing something in Copenhagen, but I didn't know what it was. And I can't remember how this came to be, actually. I think Kim said something about he would like to do the marathon in the shed if I were up to it. And I was like, of course.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
I don't even need to think about this. Just bring it. Obviously, we need a Gyruss. And he said, yeah, but I have one at home.
I can imagine him saying it too. I have one.
Yeah. I have one at home. And then I met Mads, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do it here." And then they drove the machine here, and we started. I think it was Thursday morning, 9 o'clock sharp. Oof. And then rode off.
Credit
no
drop,
beers.
Game start.
Yeah, and he was just playing this silly game for like hours and hours and hours. And I made a timetable for whom was gonna be at the computer, keeping track of all the lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, fuck, now I need to get some sleep. And go in, had 6-8 hours of sleep, got up completely wasted, got back out into the shed, and Kim is just
Oh man, he's an absolute animal.
Yeah. And that was the first 24 hours. And then you just repeat that again.
Oh my goodness.
Freaking tired again. Go up and have a sleep 6 hours, come down, totally knackered. And Kim is like,
Oh
again.
man. Just not changing. What age was he at that point when this was being filmed?
That's actually a long time ago now. It was like 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was back in 1918 something, I think. I can't remember, but I think it was
2018 or 2019.
Yeah, 2018, 2019. Yeah.
And how old is Kim?
They say in the movie he's 55 now. He's 10 years. He's from 65.
So he was in his early 50s.
Yeah.
And he's playing.
If that's a word.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we kind of say in English, early 50s.
Yeah.
So he was like about 53.
Yeah.
And he's attempting to play an arcade game or any single game for anyone at any age, for a 12-year-old, for an 18-year-old, for a 25-year-old, anyone. That is a ridiculous thing to play like a single credit for. And honestly, anyone who has any interest in video games at all, if you don't even have an interest in video games and you have an interest in just like what humans are capable of, you need to watch Kim Kanonarm in the Arcade Quest. It is so goddamn good. I freaking love it. And thank you so much for sending me the DVD, man.
Oh, no worries.
It came today, and we had already planned the podcast and it just came in the mail. No. But you know what? The funny thing is, you sent this to me in Germany. You're in Denmark. Next time I come to Denmark, I'm bringing this, and everyone has to sign it.
Yeah, do that, please.
Oh, absolutely. I'll probably wear the disc out from watching it by then. But man, look at that disc too. I'm a big physical media nerd, man. So that's to me, this is
Rumor says. No, I don't want to spoil it.
Oh God. Got me too excited. Maybe when we're not recording, you can tell me.
Yeah. But I think it was the second night. I was taking care of the lives at the computer with Mette, and Rasmus was playing Ice Cold Beer.
Right.
And he was tired, and his friend was on the chat. And that friend, he was like Rasmus, telling jokes all the time. So
yeah,
I'm sure if you're listening to the raw tape or whatever, the raw recording, there was some mean jokes.
Oh, I am 100% sure.
And we were laughing so hard for 1.5 hours. And then Carsten wakes up. And I think it was it's been 1 o'clock, 30 past 1, I think, in the night.
Oh man!
He wakes up and comes out into the shed and sits down.
Wake up at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
sounds like the shed.
Yeah, sits down. He hasn't played Donkey Kong for real in a long time. Sits down next to Rasmus and start playing Donkey Kong. And all of a sudden, he's on 600,000, 700,000.
Oh, wow.
800,000. So I managed to get a camera and put onto this Donkey Kong stream.
Wow. mid-game.
Yeah, mid-game, yeah. Because and the word was spreading, so all of a sudden there was I don't know how many people were on this stream watching this guy doing his first. There's a kill screen coming up, basically. Yeah, but yeah, and all of a sudden he managed to get his kill screen, and we were just screaming And Kim was like, how many lives did he have left?
Wow.
Looking around the machine, and this is a bonus stage, walking around and having a look.
Classic Kim.
Yeah, because in bonus stages you can't die. So he was walking around and looking. Oh, did you get a kill screen with all your 3 lives? And Carsten was no, just one. He was on his last man. But yeah, he got a kill screen. And actually, there's in the movie footage. There's no footage of it. And that was, I think it was my fault, and I come back to that. There's Morten had his computer. He brought his computer, okay. So it was streaming Kim's attempt. Right. So you could see Kim play, and we were direct capturing his attempt on my computer. And I think there was another camera, I can't remember. It's all on Twitch. Now I forgot what. Fuck. I remember.
Hey, take your time. There's no time limit.
I can't remember what I was about to say. No, he was. It's all on Morten's Twitch channel. If you go there,
okay.
Yeah, you can actually. I hope he saved it. I think he has. You can hear and see when Carsten did his first kill screen.
That is in the movie too.
Yeah. It was so much. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Man,
that was a fun night. And also, I think it gave Kim somehow a boost, something like that.
Sure, it would have.
Yeah.
Because like, oh shit, someone else accomplished something. Like,
yeah,
that always inspires you.
And actually, I remember Mads was he said, Michael, I have to get some sleep. If something exciting happens, the camera is right here. You press there and you press record. And I was like, okay, sure. And I completely forgot about that. So it's not in. Yeah, that's fucking irritating.
I mean, you can't blame you. You've been up for. I mean, you've been doing this crazy marathon too. You know.
Yeah.
Spacey's Cafe and Arcade in Toowoomba kindly sponsors the Play It Up podcast. If you are ever in or near Toowoomba, we think you're crazy if you don't give them a visit. Spacey's has loads of arcade and pinball machines, retro consoles, and even air hockey. They have an excellent selection of food and drinks for the whole family, and have some great beers on tap. Spacey's is open Wednesday through Sunday, and you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with the awesome events they have going on there. Spacey's is located at 2 Club Lane in Toowoomba. Take a trip back to the 80s with Spacey's.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a game and you're running on, because how much sleep did he get how often?
Every 24 hours, you could get 15 minutes of sleep.
I mean, that's ridiculous. When you're
also
concentrating for like almost 24 hours straight as well.
Gyruss is one of the toughest games to play marathon on. I can't imagine any game tougher than that.
Yeah, I mean, Snake, Man versus Snake, and like
Cubit.
Yeah. I think Cubit, right? You can take a break and you can sleep.
You could take a 1 hour break every, I can't remember how. Yeah, like, you can get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, and with Man versus Snake, you can build your lives up and have a break every so often. Like it's a kind of walk in the park compared to Gyruss. 15 minutes every 24 hours. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's like
exactly
cause to go insane. I mean, and no spoilers, but you need to watch the documentary to see a little bit of insanity.
Oh yeah. Oh no, you can bring that out. Oh,
that's some nice flowers.
It's the middle of the night. Kim has to wee, and we open the door, and he runs out, and it's completely dark. And he's like, he doesn't say much as usual, and suddenly he says, "Oh, that's some nice flowers." And what the fuck? but he was sleep deprived and he was hallucinating and yeah.
I mean, of course, it's wild, man. It's so cool, and I'm like so appreciative to have like one
it was very nice. I have a really good picture. I think I sent it to you when we were seeing the documentary on Sunday.
You took it when you went to the couch and you pointed it back towards the bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone is just like
yeah, just in awe, and everyone had already seen it except me and Les. I think. I'm not sure if Les watched it at the time. I can't remember, but I think he might.
No, I can't remember either.
Man, like I was so honored to like watch that with everyone who was involved, because gaming documentaries is like one of my favorite things to watch, even when I don't know anyone involved, which I never do.
I remember when we were seeing the movie, and I was standing next to you in the bar, and you was leaning towards me and not giving me a kiss, but saying, Kim actually made those noises.
Yeah.
When you were playing Donkey Kong, he was like,
yeah, all the time. Yeah. Oh my god! I was like, we would say a couple words to each other, and then I would just hear either as he walked off or as he stopped talking, like yeah. I was like, man, that just warms my heart. I know Kim's there, and I can hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good, man. Oh, I could talk about the documentary for ages. I'm going to put links in the description of where people can either purchase it, because I do. There's international shipping from the website. I believe there is. I think I could have ordered it, but it would have been like more expensive than if you like get it to a friend and then they send it. But I'll put whatever links up I can so people can watch it. Awesome documentary. Like the production quality is amazing. The character's amazing. There's this bloke called Michael Trier in it. He's absolute babe, you know. He just
He's what?
He's an absolute babe, which means like hot stuff. Ooh. So hot. Yeah, whoever likes video games, or even if you don't, just you have to watch it. I can't wait to watch it again. It's just awesome.
Have your girlfriend watched it?
Not yet. No, not since I only got it today, and we got home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think.
But you already took the foil off it, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I opened it and then took the plastic off and had to have a look at like what it all looks like. But it might be hard to convince her to watch a gaming documentary, but I'll try. She likes we played a game of Tetris earlier. She likes some video games, and she's really supportive of me like playing a lot of games and stuff and trying to get a kill screen. But when it comes, like, it's hard to get her to watch a normal movie compared to a movie about documentaries, because she likes TV series a lot.
Oh my god, glamour.
In some movies, but yeah. She loves watching like stuff, but she really gets into TV series, because then it can like you can sink your teeth in and watch it for like, I don't know, a few weeks, you know. And then she finds something and latches onto it and wants to watch the whole thing. And if I want to watch a movie, it's like, no, but I kind of want to watch this. And I'm like, all right, I'll just play games, or I'll watch what I want.
She's binge watching it, basically.
Kind of binge watching, yeah.
Okay.
But she does everything she needs to, and then when it's time to chill, she'll watch it, gets into it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have to bring her to the shed one time. I think she would have a great time.
Oh yes,
really cool.
Bring her in the summer. It's nicer here in the summer.
Yeah, true. It's usually nicer in Germany in the summer, but not so much this summer. It's just been raining so much. But
has it? It's actually been really nice weather in Denmark.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why everyone's so happy in Denmark, apparently.
Oh, maybe it's because of the beer.
Yeah, the beer and the arcade games. That's what keeps me happy. Well, I think we're almost running out of time, but I did want to ask you quickly
All
about Reset.
Oh
Or
yes,
Reset, the gaming
Reset.
team.
No, just retro arcade. Something.
Yeah.
There's Jacob is on there, and Michael Dyst is on there. Sasha is on there. Mette and Kim.
Oh, quickly, I wanted to say Meta is also another freaking amazing beast at Gyruss, apart from Kim Kanonarm, who's also done a marathon on there. And also shout out to Raz, who marathoned ice cold beer during one of Kim's attempts. I don't want that to be left out.
No,
but
he
sorry,
was
yes,
he was cut out of the documentary, but yeah. But those are the five ones in Reset, and I think they travel to games conventions and flashes their t-shirts and play a couple of games.
Put on a demonstration, kind of.
Yeah, other than that, I really don't know much about it. I wanted to start another. No, I don't want to get into that.
Oh, maybe something we'll see in the future, hey?
Oh yes.
Yeah, cool. Well, if I can find a link about the gaming team from Denmark, I can put that into the description as well. I tried to have a quick
look reset.dk. Okay. There? I think
All right. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'll end up interviewing someone from the team anyway. So
yeah, you're interviewing Jacob.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Right. I don't have a specific time with him yet. I just sort of asked him while I was at the shed, and then I've also asked him since then because we have become Facebook friends. And Kim also agreed. I was going to do a bunch of some content or recording at the shed, but man, I was having too much fun. I didn't want to pull out the microphone.
No,
yeah, maybe next time, but
there will be another shed. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited to come again.
Yeah, you need to bring more Jägermeister for Rasmus.
Sure, yeah. Remember that night he drank it on his own. He was taking shots and sips, and he doesn't even remember.
Yes, I remember. Vaguely
come on, Raz.
Remember?
Yeah, he didn't believe us that he was just drinking it on his own. But come on, Raz. No one else like me and Michael wouldn't steal your drinks, mate. We wouldn't do that.
No.
Man, thank you so much for taking the time to join me. Thank you so much for having me at the shed. Thank you so much for being part of such an amazing documentary. And if there's not anything else you wanted to say, I'll piss off and I'll leave you alone for the night.
No, thanks for having me on the podcast. I've never done this before, so I hope you can use some of it.
At least 10%.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
At least, yeah.
All right.
Thanks so much, mate.